What is going on, everybody? We are back with the Panel Slash Marvel Media Podcast.
Yeah,
I am Slash. And we have a doozy for you today. And by a doozy, I mean The Punisher, Season 1. Episodes, I think it was 7 and 8 that we watched.
7 and 8. It was like Cold Steel, and I forgot the other one.
Crosshairs was the first episode. Cold Steel was the second episode. So
Yes,
episodes
sir.
7 and 8.
Cool.
I am excited to talk about these episodes.
Yeah.
They're not as exciting as the previous few, but they're not bad either.
I mean, they start slow, then they kind of gradually pick up here and there, but, you know. Yeah.
But before we get into there, Senor Ralphus,
Hello.
go ahead and hit us with some news.
All right.
All right, and that's the news for it.
All right, cool.
Today.
Fuck.
No.
No, I was going to just...
Go ahead.
The
CEO of Sony doesn't understand why people don't like his movies. I know that much.
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that off camera. I mean, before we turn on the camera. Yeah, he said something like he was not felt like he don't understand why the fans are hating the movies and why there's no Spider-Man and
he doesn't think they're bad movies.
Yeah, he really said that. He said in a tweet. He said, "You just don't get it." What? That they're bad? they're bad, sir. They're bad. They're bad movies, man. Like Kraven the Hunter, and I watched it. He didn't see it, but I saw it with my family. My family wanted to see it. Like I even told her. I said, "Y'all really want to see this movie?" And I didn't say it like that. But they said, "Yeah, we'll go see it. It's a good little fun ride." I said, "Sure, let's do it." And I think they said that was the last one of the Sonyverse, by the way, supposedly. I don't know if they're making more, but they said that's supposed to be the last one, man.
Needs to be.
I hope so. I hope it is, man, because I don't know. Jesus Christ. But yeah, another thing we also have, because everything's talking about what if. Hello, what if just started like 2 weeks ago, and now they're down. They're at the season finale. We was checking up on that, Nick, and they were like, yeah,
we were flipping through Disney Plus, and it said like the season finale is streaming tomorrow, and what that tells me is they've been basically releasing an episode every day. I don't know when we're going to cover it, guys. Obviously, we've covered the first 2 seasons of What If as they happened. I wasn't expecting this to just be like a straight rollout. I thought.
Well, because normally, like, we would watch all like the new Disney Plus shows, and they'll throw 2 out, or they'll do one that has 3 episodes for one.
They'll do like 2 for the first day, and then an episode a day.
An episode a day. Like I think Hawkeye did 3. I know Hawkeye. I knew one of Disney Plus they did 3. Then they did episode a day. It's like, why didn't they just do 3? So I guess they kind of answered the fans' question. It was like, just post them all out at the same time. Just go every day with it. And because they started around Christmas time, didn't they? Like December 20.
It was last Sunday.
Yeah. So it was that 23rd, right? 23rd.
I don't remember when exactly.
But it was.
I just remember it being Sunday because it was a weird day.
Right. It was sense. That was also kind of usually they throw it like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. But yeah, that they threw it on a Sunday. I mean, I guess to me, it seems like either A, they weren't having faith in this, or 2, they were trying to get out as much as possible.
Me neither.
Yeah, because I didn't like the first 2 seasons. People that worked it. We have people that worked
like
that
individual episodes.
But as far as the overall series go, no. Like when we saw that Marvel Zombies, and then they got a show coming out on it. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. We saw that little snippet from What If, and I was like, like it was okay. But then we told it to somebody at our job, and they were like, "What you mean?" Like they were breaking it down, like this is what this is, and it's like that was really kind of the lowest one of the group. So but we did like the T'Challa when T'Challa was with the Guardians of the Galaxy. That was pretty cool. But overall, just the series is kind of, we give like 5 out of 10, like 5 out of 10. So yeah, it was mid. But people like it though. So there's us otherwise. Let's see what else we got. Oh, What If has also introduced Iron Fist. Yay! We got Iron Fist. Yeah.
Is it Danny Rand? Is it the curly-haired Danny Rand?
No, he has the whole mask on and everything.
It's probably not Danny Rand.
It's probably not Danny Rand then. Yeah. Because he has the whole get-up on and all that. So it's like, well, because, I mean, like I said, I've never seen, like, the episode, or whatever it was talking about. I just know they said that he was introduced. And how they have the costume, he's in the whole yellow mask and the green, all that shit on. But, I don't know. They said that Charlie Cox is also going to have a small role in Avengers Doomsday, as if it's not getting crowded enough. So that's gonna be fun. Can't wait. Oh. Yay! Let's see.
To be fair, he was supposed to have a part in Infinity War, as was the rest of the Defenders.
Yeah, because they had test screen footage of it, didn't it? Of showing them.
No,
I thought
they were originally written into the script because everybody was. So they originally had the Netflix people, they had the ABC show people that were still around, like Coulson and them. A lot of people were going to be involved in Infinity War, and then,
then they
the Russos and Feige had decided basically that there was already way too many people that were going to be involved. So there was no reason to put these side characters in, because that's what the Netflix people and the ABC people all looked like. Basically, were treated as were side characters, and which is sad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of sad because the side characters actually were badass characters.
Yeah, but it also comes down to, if you really, really think about it, right? If you look at the Netflix characters, aside, let's be real. Mm-hmm. Daredevil ain't going to be about shit against some aliens.
The best they could probably do is protect New York City.
If that.
Because we got people who are already doing that anyway.
If you look at Luke Cage, he's strong. He's not going to die.
He'd probably be the only one that could probably...
Well, him and Iron Fist.
Well, Jessica Jones. So really it's just Daredevil. Really, Jessica Jones?
No, Jessica Jones is a liability, dude. She's got superpower, but she doesn't have, like, impenetrable skin or anything. She get fucked up.
Okay. I'm really trying to picture, like, who would all go with everybody here. Because Punisher can't really do... Well, I mean, we see in comic books he can, but...
Right.
I don't really know, like, how they can really go about that.
Only two of them would have worked out. And then if you look at the ABC people, no one gave a fuck about the agents. I mean, we gave a fuck about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as its own entity, but we don't care about them in terms of the overall MCU setup.
Yeah, like Fitz and all them, what they going to do against some aliens and Coulson.
Yeah, Fitz Sims ain't doing shit.
Like, none of them, the other lady, like, none of them. So the only one we care about really is Quake, which is sad. That's something I didn't really like about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., how we were pushing towards Quake. I really wish we had more time. I mean, I guess, in a way, to develop the other characters, even though we did develop the other characters. But to us, we just said, we just pushed it aside. Let's just talk about Quake. What's Quake doing?
They should have used Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to slowly, truly introduce us to the Inhumans instead of just giving us the Inhumans show that they gave us. Now, again, while I liked the Inhumans show, I understand why it got shit on.
Because, like I said, we watched Inhumans. Yeah, we watched Inhumans. Yeah.
It actually got a pretty decent rating.
Yeah, we gave it a decent rating.
It doesn't fit into what people wanted from the Inhumans, and I understand that.
Well, it's like people with the Eternals. Like, even though you can just pick up a book, like you said, people wasn't really feeling the Eternals on that either, which that was supposed to be like the next big thing. And now look, they shelve. Shang-Chi's still in the midst, but they shelved the Eternals too. We're supposed to be getting that next year or the year after. We're supposed to get that between 2025 or 26, but they just...
We ain't getting shit.
No, they shelved that shit completely. They did not care that that it wasn't worth the time of having. Also, going back to the Sony CEO, he blames the press for making Kraven and Madam Web box office bombs. Madam Web underperformed in theaters because it just crucified it. It was not a bad film, and it did great on Netflix. Who gives a fuck, man?
Ain't nobody watching that shit.
And then you got people that say, give it a chance. Okay, what about the ones that gave it a chance and then still shit on it? There's comic book nerds. We're all comic nerds. There's comic people. There's people out here who are basically saying, well, this is based off of this comic book. This is based off of this comic book. So I got to turn my brain on for this shit, man? Like, the whole point of going to movies is to switch your brain off, man. I got to turn my brain on to figure out what's going on with Madam Web's story. Because somebody said that, well, this is like the younger Madam Web from this comic book. Or this is like this type of Kraven from this comic book. It's like, that's stupid. That's dumb. Like, why do that? And the press didn't do nothing. They were hyping up your movie, man.
Right.
Like, I don't get the CEO. What's the CEO's name?
Some dude.
Oh my god. Because he had like I thought it was like an Indian name. No offense to anybody. No, Tony Venice something, and he was like, that's crazy on the LA Times. This guy. Basically say like I'm saying like, well, it was a cyber attack. The press hated it. We spent $1 billion at Sony Corp. It's just like,
no, dude. You're taking characters that are villains, trying to make them heroes,
right.
Not including the hero that's actually based around
on.
And then you make these villains a joke as heroes. Like Kraven is this scrawny little.
Like Kraven.
No,
because we read on Kraven with Spider-Man. He kicked his ass. The only one he barely kicked ass was Electro. Before we end the comics, we was reading comic books about Spider-Man and who his villains were. And he dealt with Kraven with ease. Now, of course, that was like the 60s and 70s, and they improved a little bit more. But still, though, Spider-Man was always attached to all of these villains, all of them. Rhino, Hydro Man, Green Goblin, all that. That's why we know them all. And it goes back to when they did Venom. That's really what it went back to. It went back to the Venom, and when I first heard about that, even though people like Venom, I didn't care. I was like, "This is stupid."
Yeah.
But people like Venom. No, there's people who said they respected it.
I was so bored with the first Venom movie halfway through. It wasn't until the Venom suit got with Brock that I was like, "Oh, this is good."
Right.
And then I was like, "Man, I would love a whole movie like that." And then we got a whole movie
like that. We got a whole movie like that.
I was wrong.
Right. Because
it was more annoying than it was good.
And then they did Venom 2, and we saw that in theaters, and I was just like, it's bringing in money. It's bringing in money.
People go see the Venom movies, man. Like you.
I didn't see The Last Dance.
Oh, I thought you and your dad went.
No, we saw Kraven. We saw Kraven.
I mean, you went for the worst movie, but that's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Man Web still takes it, though.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of them, so,
Yeah, Madam Web.
I gave up on Marvel's...
little Sony versus
Sony's Marvel movies.
Yeah. Because when I saw the Daily Bugle, I saw that. I told my father, I said, bro, that was so disrespectful when they had that. I was mad as fuck. And people say, but that's just a snippet. That little snippet pissed me off.
And then at one point we were supposed to get, what was it? Sable and Black Cat movie?
I forgot about that. Yeah. Sony was supposed to
You're going to can the one movie I wanted to see women in spandex?
It's women in spandex, yeah. Come on. Sable and Black Cat. We talked about that last year.
That movie could have been bad as long as the woman's bad in it.
Maybe we could have had what we saw in that episode. I'll put the gag on you. That would have been perfect. They actually had the casting for it and everything, and they canned it. And now look, now you got the CEO coming out and saying some outlandish. It only performed because of press. The fans just don't understand. I don't understand why they're attacking the movies. I thought they didn't want a Spider-Man in the movie. Who is they? Tell they to not do that no more.
No. You're misunderstanding Sony. We don't want you to do anything with Spider-Man anymore.
Yeah,
we want the MCU to take care of it.
To be honest, really.
Because everything you've done...
really shit the break.
Since Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, really to Spider-Man 2. Into the Spider-Man-verse was good, and that's probably why people ran with it.
There are other things that I like since... I'm not even talking about the animateds. The animateds, they can keep doing animated movies. Fuck that.
But live action...
I'm talking live-action Spider-Man movies.
So really, yes, the Spider-Man
okay.
2. Yeah.
Tobey Maguire's first 2 Spider-Man movies were considered goated. Still considered goated. In terms of live-action superhero movies.
Yeah.
3, absolute shit show. Absolute shit show.
I see... I mean, it's okay, but I see where the failure is at. I see where the...
Don't. It's not okay. Shut up. Get your Spider-Man bias out of the system here. Listen, that movie was trash.
Listen, when he got the black suit, he became... I'm a Jance. What's up, lady? Give me more milk with them cookies.
It was dumpster fire. So, and then Amazing Spider-Man. I definitely understand why people didn't like that. I did like Amazing Spider-Man. I liked the more cool Peter Parker. However, the second movie bombed, and then you guys gave up on this.
Which is sad though, because really, just like 3, I thought. Oh, look at that! All right, so you didn't have to lean back. You didn't have to lean back for that. Nice.
High love.
No, but just like 3, 2 wasn't as bad. They should have just stuck with one villain. When it said the rise of Electro, should have been the rise of Electro. Right. It should not have been the rise of Electro and then Green Goblin.
Yeah, Green Goblin.
He should not have been in there in the first place. And then, like you said, we had those leaks came out that Marvel or that Disney and Sony were coming with something, and then they can pretty much everything. The Sinister Six, the Amazing World, the Spider-Man 3.
Right.
Like, they can pretty much all of it, man.
So, they stopped at Amazing Spider-Man 2. And then they teamed up with
Disney,
MCU to do the Spider-Man movies there.
And then we saw Civil War.
Which were great, by the way.
But see, Sony don't. Because since Fox caved in,
but
Sony doesn't want to give it that grab, man. They don't want to give it up, man.
And then Sony does, what is it? They start doing Venom and all these other movies.
Right. Because Sony has a contract, I think it's like 3 years, so they have to do something so they got to do a Sony movie in the next 3 years. So they got the 2028 to throw something out here. Anything.
But they do that, they do all this stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, these suck.
Yeah, because they don't want to lose the rights. Because if they don't produce a Sony movie in 3 years,
you gotta figure your life out.
Okay, it's funny. No, but if they don't produce nothing, because right now they produce Kraven, so now they got 3 more years, so they got to like the 28th to 29th to figure something to throw any movie out, any Sony movie. Because if not, then Marvel will retain those rights and get it back. Right. That was like one of those, like, it's like 3 to 5 years. So they got. That's why they're posting Venom and Into Spider-Verse and more Venom and Kraven and Morbius and all that. Because they have to post all this shit. Otherwise, Sony will lose. It won't be like Fox where they pay $52 billion kajillion. They'll just lose the rights. Yeah. they just won't have Spider-Man no more, man.
Crusties on your face, love.
But some people even said on Twitter, they said, how these people became CEO? How you going to blame the critics, blame the people, but you ain't going to blame yourself?
Just stop making the goddamn movies. It's that simple.
They can't do it, man.
Lose the rights. You're not good at them anymore. You haven't been good at them since the second Spider-Man movie. And honestly, you want to know why the third Spider-Man movie failed? Because you as a studio, Sony, stepped in and wouldn't let Sam Raimi just do what the fuck he wanted to do.
That's what caused Sam Raimi to back out. Caused Sam Raimi to leave.
If they'd have just let Sam Raimi do what he does, we probably would have had a banger third movie.
Yeah.
He would have stuck around for a fourth movie.
Yeah.
Because there was supposed to be a fourth.
Yeah.
But no, instead he was like, no, you guys want to interfere and force things into this. Like
you did a DC moment and you interfered.
Stay the fuck out of it.
And now to go off topic, but see, now that Warner Bros. Backed off, now look what you get. Now you're getting this badass Superman movie now. But I'm just saying, like, see what happens when CEOs don't interfere with movies or anything. They turn around and now you make good movies. That's why Disney has not interfered. Right. Disney hasn't interfered at all, actually. They really been showing you decent amount of good movies here. But I just think that was kind of crazy. Boy, this must be Sony's Merry Christmas Day. And they're also rethinking. They're also consider rethinking the future of their Spider-Man spinoff verse. It's a snake bitten. If we put another one out, it's going to get destroyed, no matter how good or bad it is. They have not been good, sir. Sir, they have not been good. Stop it. Stop saying that. He make it sound like good or bad. Where have they ever been good? No. Who's going out here and say, I love this shit. Let's get more.
Listen.
Like, who's telling you this, Sony?
I am the biggest defender that you will ever find of Morbius.
Of course.
I like Morbius.
And we watched that shit.
But absolutely, I understand why people hated it. Just like I understand why people hate all of the Sonyverse. Like, ma'am. What are you doing?
She just wants to get comfortable on your lap, man.
No, she's trying to become one with me. Come here,
okay. She said she wants to get completely, utterly next to you.
Yeah. My baby.
But to say, like, rethinking?
They better not. They just need to stop.
Somebody said, make a Mobius 2. I'll promise I'll go see it this time. hey, these Twitter things are funny as fuck. He said,
it's Morbin time.
He said, I'll go see it this time. If you make a second one, I'm there.
Hey, you know what? I'd actually go see a second one.
I know you fucking ass would. I know it. I know. I will only go because of the podcast. You think I would go?
Jared Leto's that guy.
And especially when you told me.
Watch, Jared Leto's. He already been announced. He's the next Skeletor, baby.
Fuck man. Fuck
Let's
you.
go.
Fuck you. I don't care.
It's gonna be amazing.
And I told her that's going to the trash. I told you that it's trash. That is.
Watch it be one of the best He-Man movies of all time.
Said no one.
Masters of the Universe.
Said no one. Said no one. Whoever.
7 out of 5 stars.
The guys living in somebody's basement with their mom. This was a good joke. This was
You
good.
leave Superman alone.
Look, that's why James go. It took a Disney to help a failing company. It took a Disney to help. It took Disney to help DC out.
Listen though.
That's fucked up, bro.
Listen though. That movie actually does look good.
That's because of Disney is running the show. It's conspiracy alert. Disney's running the show. Mickey Mouse said, "Oh, I'm coming over here to help Batman now." Like he just ran over there. Like, look, I heard Twitter. They said, "So Disney's running the show in DC now." Yup. Yup. Is there a problem?
It's just James Gunn. He doesn't work for Disney anymore.
Yeah, whatever. You dropped one of the most badass Guardians of the Galaxy 3, bro.
He made 3 well-acclaimed movies.
Well acclaimed.
Well acclaimed. I only like one of them, but he made 3.
Whatever.
1.5 of them.
Well, okay, fine. We'll give you that. We don't. All 3 of them were bangers.
Because I kind of liked the second movie. I thought the first movie was absolute utter shit.
Yeah, whatever.
That's a whole nother story.
But then dropped the third one, and he LeBron James that third one though.
Yo, but that third one made Thor 3 look bad, or Thor 4.
Thor 4.
Sorry.
Oh man, but I don't get it, bro.
Listen, my favorite line in any Disney movie is still
unlock the fucking door. He said, "What I do? Unlock the fucking door." I'm like, "Dang, Peter Quill, up here just cussing that shit out, huh?"
I was like, "That's how you do it."
Right? He said, "What now? Unlock the fucking door." Oh, you know how to open and lock the door. Nah, I just think it's funny when shit doesn't get involved, like CEOs or project people or companies. Decent movies happen, but when they get involved, you get the DCEU.
I'm not laying down.
You get Superman and Batman v Superman. You get Man of Steel. You get the Justice League. You get Flash. That's what happens when you get the Suicide Squad.
But eventually we get the new Superman.
Yeah, we get that one.
Listen.
Because Disney's involved.
Even with Nathan Fillion's goofy looking ass.
Mad goofy looking ass. But fuck it.
He is the most comic accurate version of that Lantern character, though.
Oh hell yeah! And
people are so mad.
Because he looks like the boat cut version of him.
Everybody looks so much like their comic versions.
Yeah, Hawkgirl and all of them. It's terrific.
Making people mad, and it baffles me, dude. Because everybody always wants comic
realism, and that's the most realism it's gonna get.
Think about it. We waited this long and finally got a banger Wolverine outfit on movie screen.
Yeah,
and it looked good.
That took years to get that. And Disney does it in one movie. Disney does it in one movie and gives you everything. Oh my god. Let's see. What else we got? Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm getting close to being almost done. So Mufasa became number one.
It probably did well in theaters.
Nah, it did terrible.
It did it?
Sonic 3 took over and basically destroyed that shit. It's the real power of autism versus people who, I'm gonna tell you right now, who gives a fuck about a Disney prequel when I was gonna watch 1996 or the live action? I don't care. I would rather watch 2 cartoon-looking animals go at each other.
Here's the thing. I will absolutely watch the prequel when it goes to Disney Plus.
Yeah, I want to watch it in theaters.
I still will never watch a Sonic movie, so I'm just saying, keep that in mind.
I'm happy, but I wouldn't spend no money for Rawr, Mufasa. I don't give a fuck about that.
My problem is I'm not going to spend money to go see a children's movie in theaters anymore. I'm just not.
I mean, you can play that. You can hear that too, but overall,
my kids are 18 and 14. Like, my daughter likes horror movies. Like, I'm more likely to take her to see Terrifier than I would be to take her to see.
Which you should take her to see Terrifier.
It's already out of theaters.
Yeah. It's in stream. You can
we
just
still
pop
haven't
that.
Seen it yet.
You can pop that bitch in and go watch it now if you want. We can go watch it together at the end of the stream.
At some point, I will watch it. But
at some point.
I'm just saying, in general, though, it's not a good market for kids' movies right now.
Nah.
I mean, Sonic did well, but that's because for some reason people in their fucking 30s like Sonic.
Hell the fuck. Let me tell you, sir.
Listen, Mario had a better game. Mario has a better movie.
But yet Sonic is 20 times better than Mario right now. As of right now. And don't get me wrong, we will get that Mario 2, but as of right now, this is why Disney had to push back Avatar, because at one point they were going to have them go back to back, and I'm like, so you think that shitty Avatar?
Look, they brought in the worst Sonic character in Shadow.
Look, and I told you before, Shadow is everybody's emo.
Shadow's so bad.
Yeah. Badass, thank you.
No Sonic character.
Badass as fuck. Thank you.
Lame.
Thank you so much for agreeing. It's badass as fuck. Yes, edgy as hell.
Any character that uses guns like that is absolutely
Boy, he
lame.
went with a motorcycle. Look. Sonic is crushing the video game curse. It is now the #1 movie. It's probably the #1 movie in America.
I wouldn't say it's crushing the video game curse.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's no other video game that was better than that. No other.
Did you say no video game?
No video game movie. No video game movie.
I will actually say I think the Mario movie is better than that.
Kind of. Let's see what 2 looks. If 2 is ass, then it turns into shit. But right now, no, it's a good movie. But as right now, no. Sonic, when that first dropped, it broke that. In fact, I was one of the ones that like Assassin's Creed. I would rather watch this. I'd rather play the game Assassin's Creed than watch the movie. Like, if we're just doing that, I would just go ahead and just pop the game in. It's like Uncharted.
I'll do both. I like the movie as well.
That's fine, but I'm saying like it's like Uncharted. They had an Uncharted movie. I'm like,
I'm telling you right now, dude.
What's up?
That movie is so underrated. People hate it so much, and I think it is one of the most accurate video game to movie adaptations.
Well, then I'll just play the Uncharted video game then.
Ever made, most accurate ever.
I'll just play the Uncharted video game then.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to see Sonic interacting with human beings. That's my problem. It's weird.
In fact, well, you say that, but the third one they kind of cut back all the human shit and they put it specifically.
You know what my favorite version of Sonic is?
What?
Michael Jaleel White.
From the Sonic
from the cartoon,
animated,
baby.
From the cartoon.
The animated show was dope.
No, I started a couple VHSs from it. They're in my parents' basement.
See, I'm not a Sonic hater. I actually like Sonic.
No, you just don't like the movies.
I think the movies look like shit. As much as I love Jim Carrey, the movies look like shit.
And that's crazy, though, because they really look good.
No.
Really?
No.
Yeah, they look good.
I would rather a full-on animated, classically animated movie.
Actually, I would take that. I would take that and give him a full-on
Bring back
animated.
Michael Jaleel White, and I want to hear talk about how much the motherfucker loves chili dogs.
He liked chili dogs in this movie.
He probably does. That's always been a statement.
That's never changed. I was like, wait, what? In fact, the third one, he had a whole two chili dogs in his face. Like, oh.
No, but
that's fine. Like, people are not gonna like it. Like,
I love the cartoon. I love the first 3 games.
Yeah. See, when it got 3D, you hated it.
The moment they went 3D, Sonic tanked for me. Sonic is not a good 3D.
And that's
character.
crazy though, because that was one of their best sellers. Once Adventure and 2 Battle came out, like those two literally became their best sellers than their previous successor. It became one of their best. As much as sold more copies than ever. Because then it did Sonic Adventures 2, then it did 2 Battle. Then it did Sonic Adventures DX.
You talk about Sonic Adventure?
Yeah.
The game that most people have rated at a 3.5 out of 10.
3.5 out of 10.
And a 48%.
They rated at 3.5 out of 10?
It's considered an extremely shit game, my guy.
Really?
I think you might be one of 5 people in the world that actually likes it.
No, I was going to say, well, Sonic Adventures, how many copies were sold?
Sonic Generation might have been rated well.
Well, yeah.
But I think that's when they went back to 2D.
No, like Sonic Adventures sold 2.5 million copies across platforms, making it the best-selling Dreamcast game. Of course, that's when Dreamcast was still irrelevant, because who the fuck?
Sonic Generations got like an 8.5 out of 10 and 9 out of 10 on Steam.
Yeah, no, I was looking at
People
like
love
I was looking at more of like towards like how many copies were being sold. How many copies were being sold for Sonic Generations?
Yeah. So Sonic Adventure, it can be as high selling as it wants to be. But that's because a lot of people bought it knowing that they loved Sonic and this was the first 3D iteration. So many people were so disappointed by the time they got through it. Especially that scene, I think, isn't that the game that has the scene where he kisses an actual human female?
No, that's Sonic Adventure. That's Sonic 06.
Is that Sonic 06?
Yeah, you're not talking about Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure has, their IMDb is 7.7 out of, IMDb has it. But then you're right, there is 3.5 on ING. IMDb has it for 7.7 out of 10. Now, Sonic Adventures 2 Battle has a 9 out of 10 on Steam, and it has an 8.1 out of 10. And it's a 95% love and soundtrack. See, if anything, they kind of elevated from... They had too many characters in the first one. Elevated from part 2 and divided into like 3 characters. That's where Sonic 3 came from, which is from the one that we love a lot the most. But
over and above all, what I was getting at.
Yeah. But, you know...
honestly... And I'm the one heathen in the world, and I will take that in pride.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I preferred creepy looking Sonic before they fixed it.
XCX? Oh, no, I thought you meant XCX.
No. Original
You meant
movie.
the one where they had the teeth. They had the teeth and actually human eyes.
Listen, I was all ready for a Sonic horror movie. All right.
Right. And you see the fans, unlike some people that don't listen, DC, Sony,
all the
other companies, even video game companies. At least when they did listen to the fans, they went back to what Sonic's supposed to look like, a creepy eye cartoon character. At least when you did actually listen, they didn't just say, the fans don't know what they're talking about. Fuck the fans. Let's keep it the way it looks like. Like, at least when you did listen, that's really what happened. And now, look, now Sonic 3 is damn near now making, it's like at 150 now.
So this is Marvel news. We've gone way too far into Sonic.
Yeah, I know.
What was this even about?
It was about remakes and reboots and all that shit.
I don't think so.
I don't think it was. I forgot what it was about.
Listen.
My autism kicked in. Oh, no.
We went off on a tangent.
But it's awesome. There was nowhere. No. But that's what podcasts are, man. We supposed to talk everything. Because we started talking about Disney, about Sony and how Sony could stop putting their hands in shit. And the CEO is blaming everybody else. Because really, that's really how the conversation started. The Sony CEO was basically blaming everybody else, but the company he's working for. That
yeah, y'all just make a shitty movie. Stop making shitty movies.
That's it. All right, let's get this party started.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk about the episodes now.
I'm sure people clicked off from it by now.
Episode 7 is Crosshairs. Episode 8 is Cold Steel.
All right.
And again, we're reviewing this as if you guys have already watched it.
Oh, yeah, because this has been out since 2017.
There will be spoilers. I'm not going to detail every little thing that happened. I will talk about some of the things that we find interesting. First and foremost, we get between the 2 episodes, not any in 8, but at least in episode 7, we get a little more of the story with the kid that killed the guy at the end of the episode 6, the Judas Ghost.
Yeah.
But not much, but like a little bit between him and his dad, trying to have a little bonding
moment. Yeah, because he stole the taxi. I was going to tell you, like, I thought that, hold on.
We don't know if he stole the taxi. We don't know where the taxi came from.
Right.
He might be a taxi driver, for all we know.
That is the funny, I mean, I'm not saying it should be funny, but I just thought that's right. Can you imagine? I need your car. Huh? Get the fuck out the car. Oh, my God.
But the few things we do see him do, he makes a bomb.
He makes 2 bombs.
We don't know, as of this point, obviously we do know.
Yeah.
But we don't know, as of this point in the story, what they're going to be used for, other than, obviously, to blow
He literally made the Boston bomb by putting nails in a pressure cooker.
Yep.
Right.
And
let
then
that explode.
So we've got that going on. We've got the continued extremely weird relationship between Madani
and Billy.
And I don't know.
It's like she's not really putting the clues together. I mean, I don't know. Even before when I first watched this, I said, yeah, he's obviously the villain. I didn't even know, at one point, I didn't know what he was going to be. I just said, no, he's the villain. He's like...
He looks like a villain.
He looks like a... he looks like a... He could just been like a nice person. Nah, bitch, you look scary as shit, dude. Oh, shit. Even when he's making love to Madonna, he looks scary as shit. How are you know how to pinpoint blood and gunfire, but you can't tell if that man is evil?
Right.
So does your instinct not kick in when it wants to? That's what I said. To me, she's the worst character in this whole entire series, man. This whole season, she's the worst, man.
She's so oblivious.
Just oblivious. Fuck, man. That's crazy.
Towards the end of episode 8, which is Cold Steel, she gets her partner killed.
Right.
She's so dumb.
As you see, I would agree with that. Like, bro, just dumb as shit. Like dumb. Like you know you have a bug in your thing, but you don't really. It doesn't go in more into that. It's just Okay.
But we get basically Frank goes in to at the beginning of episode 7. Frank breaks into a compound to interrogate a guy. He gets attacked by what ends up being Billy's men.
Right, Billy's men.
Now he doesn't know it's Billy's men. He has no clue Billy's
men. No,
yeah,
because they all got the mask on and all that.
But they do it to be able to hack the phone, to track it.
Right.
They track it back to another place. Frank takes a sniper shot, which would have been dead on. And
I forgot. Well, yeah, as well as I've seen this series, I thought he killed him right there because he had that look where, and his head cocked back a little bit. I said, "Oh man, he about to die." And then I saw the bullet; it was bulletproof glass. But you said he should have recocked again and shot again.
The dude just stood there. I'm pretty sure it's pretty weak at this point.
Oh yeah, hit the weak spot. But then I think why I told you before the lights came on, so if he had shot, then they really would have known where he was at. So he probably just booked it. But
there's only one place he could have been at, straight ahead.
Yeah. Get one of those sniper experts. Be like, okay, he was right there, so he's right there. He was right there the entire time.
We get one of my favorite things that are starting to happen is the full familial dichotomy and breakdown of Micro's wife, Frank Castle, and her kids.
Yeah.
Her son specifically, not her daughter.
Yeah, because the daughter's fine. The son had been, ever since that shoulder ram in episode 5.
He's been an ass.
Yeah.
So the woman, his Micro's wife kisses Frank at some point.
Yeah.
And Frank does stop her, pushes her away. He's like, look, that's not what I'm here for.
Right. Yeah.
And
she was like, you stay for food?
And him and Micro kind of get into it later. It starts off as them drinking because he's depressed that his wife did it. And then...
well, you come in with the picture of him getting kissed, so he was just laying down, listening to some old music. I'm just kidding. I ain't listening to music. You might as well say he has.
So he's drinking, and they both start drinking together. They have a goofy moment. They both talk about how they met their wives.
Right.
Which is super sweet, because you got, Frank, who met his wife when he was playing guitar at a bar, and she had asked him to change the song, and he had said some catchy thing, or some sly line where he's like, I don't do special requests, so you're going to have to, it's going to cost you. And they started dating after that, I guess.
Right. He said he met his wife in college, right?
It was either high school or college. He said junior year. It could have been
college or college. Because he's got, and it was that typical, the guy who was shy to talk to the popular girl. They both were. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because he even mentioned she was shy. He didn't know she was shy. He just thought that she didn't have any interest. And he thought she was beautiful.
Well, he said she was like the popular, and then he was just like the nerdy guy in the back.
And then one day at a Halloween party, he's dressed up like a popsicle, or she was. I think he was.
He was.
He was dressed up like a popsicle. Yeah. He doesn't say what she was dressed up as, if I remember correctly. But he says that they
were drinking.
They were all drunk. They went back to her place, and both of them were too afraid to make a move on each other. So they sat there and ended up talking till 5 a.m. about things before she finally kissed him. Mm-hmm. And so they had that going,
which was nice.
They were good stories
until it got to. Till he said Madani.
And then he started talking shit to Frank. Frank punched him in the face, knocked him out.
Well, that's because he was trying to.
He didn't do it in a fighting manner.
No.
He did it in a, you need some rest.
Right.
He wasn't going to back down.
Well, because here's the thing. He was talking about Madani, and he was talking about, if I can get Agent Orange, I think trying to get Agent Orange to Madani, and that could kind of give him back to his family. So he just started picking up the phone, and he said, pick up the phone. He said, drop the phone. He went up there. He got up, saw the phone. He did try to swing once, and he ducked and cleared him. Cleared him.
But then we get, at some point, after that, the next morning they're eating, and he gets a call, and it's a voice message that's left for him, and it's Micro's wife saying that her son, she thinks that her son is trying to hurt people. So Frank goes to see what's going on.
Yeah, because first the cameras were.
That was last episode.
My bad.
So he goes over there.
Shows that yeah.
And Micro's wife hands him a knife.
It was like an army knife.
An actual military knife.
Not like one of these kitchen knives. No, he had like a military. Which where the hell? I don't think they explain where he got that. He just kind of had it on him.
And he asks him. He's like, or he asks her to bring him down.
And then just take a walk for a minute.
And then take a walk, and he'll talk to him. And I'll tell you what, he did the most military father thing, I swear to God.
Woo! Let me tell you, that was act of God on that one.
So, he sits there.
Right, he just...
And he's talking to the kid, and he's like, I know you're not going to want to hear anything that I've got to say. You don't give a shit what I've got to say.
Right.
He says, I know, because I've been in your shoes.
Right, only child.
He's like, you know, I know what it was like to not give a shit about what my parents said.
Right.
He says, so, basically, I was a prick asshole like you. Mm-hmm. And the kid kind of...
Right, kind of stunned. Got stunned a little bit on that question.
And he said, I will say that I approve of your weapon of choice.
Right, he pulled out...
And he pulls out
the knife.
The knife, and he's handling it like a Marine,
like
too,
a Marine,
boy.
right?
He's moving it around.
Like a Marine, bro. He went, like, this looks nice. And meanwhile, Michael is watching this.
And Michael's watching all of this
camera.
go down. And he looks at him, he says, and you know, up close, I'll take this over any gun.
Right.
Because with a gun, you have opportunities to miss.
And we see before, they had missed.
But if you're close enough, you just guide a knife right in. And he says, and then you move it in, move it around, and pull it out, and it's done.
Right, they're dead. Instant death.
And he
started laughing like, oh,
he
shit.
all of a sudden just reaches up and grabs
and it was quick. It was so quick.
Super quick. Puts the knife to his throat.
Like right close to the throat to ear.
And holds it to him.
Right.
And he's like, and what's to keep me from doing this to you? And the kid's like, go ahead, please. Please do it. I hate it here.
And then that's when Frank had
Frank,
that look on his face like, so do you want me to kill you? Is that what you're asking me to do?
So the kid finally opens up, and he lost all of his friends.
Yeah.
He had nobody.
Igor said a damn bully
to hang out with. And basically everyone turned on him. His dad's not there. His mom isn't able to do the things that she used to be able to do because of whatever reason. Man.
Please don't.
There's no way. No. Seffi, get down.
Oh dear. Oh dear. You have to get her. Yeah, you gotta get her. Okay, there she go. There she go. I was like, how the hell did you... What? Bro, why?
You'll have access to it soon, that's promised.
He literally...
What? No, usually that's open. What she's trying to do is she's trying to walk to the edge of the table so that she can jump up.
Oh.
And then jump up there.
We're doing the pot. Okay, but normally that's for...
But that's usually like on here.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so she was trying to... she's trying to figure out how to get up there. Yeah, because she's trying to get... No, you're good.
I'm trying to help her out.
Yep, you're good.
Seffi.
Yep, she's gone. She's going for it.
Here, baby.
Yeah. Just... Nice burp. Right on camera. I love it.
See?
Oh. Okay, so that's like her normal routine she does anyway. Yeah, she does that anyway. Okay, that makes sense.
Alright, so anyways. Helping the cat. That's what we're doing.
Here we go. Make sure the camera and the mic and all that.
Nah, everything's good.
Alright. Yeah.
So anyways.
But then he's out playing football with him.
And basically the kid opens up to him.
Right.
And they have a little heart to heart. And Frank hugs him and tells him he's sorry. And then they go out and start throwing the football.
And then all of a sudden he just...
Micro just shows up.
That is a dumbass move. That was a dumbass move.
Frank sees him. He tells the kid to go long and overthrows it on purpose.
Yeah.
And then walks over and is like, dude, you got to get the fuck out of here.
Right. He kept saying, do you want... And then, which I understand where he's coming from, but you got to understand where he's coming from, where Parker's coming from too. Bro, you got to go. He's like, you want to see your children die? They come to find out if you are still alive, they will kill everybody. Everybody dies. That's the only reason why they're not... Mr. Orange hasn't busted through the damn door and killed your wife and 2 kids yet.
Right.
And he said, but my kids need me. He said, I know. He said, he'll talk to Madani or something, but you got to go, bro.
He's like, we'll get a hold of Madani. We'll do what needs to be done, but you need to leave.
He was up there pushing him. He said, bro, you got to get the fuck out of here, bro. You got to go.
So...
He said, put your hoodie on, too, because you don't want nobody to...
cover yourself up.
Cover yourself up. Like he was naked. He said, cover yourself up, man.
The other major thing that happens in these 2 episodes...
Yeah, which you are. I think you mentioned it about the partner dying.
Yeah. So, you get...
It was like
Madani
in her room
realizes that her room is bugged. Figures it out. Her and
The partner, I forgot the name.
Her partner.
Yeah, they kind of look around
And find the bug.
It was on the shelf.
I'm still, going back to Madani being stupid, don't understand how she's not even connecting some dots where she realizes...
You see?
Billy, when he walked out of the room, the last time he walked out of the room, he says, it's not like anybody can hear us.
That should have been... I mean, I get that one, like, kind of hit it, but now you found the bug. You should have now traced back to it.
Those dots.
You start connecting it, Batman. You start really putting your mind together. But she's like, it's probably nothing. I'm still going to sleep with him in the shower. Like, what?
So she realizes that... she's been getting spied on, which is all these Secret Service people keep showing up at places where she's suspecting Frank and stuff.
Right. So
she creates a fake sting operation.
Yeah.
And it's a setup to catch whoever is spying on her.
She should know that was not going to end well.
So when Billy and his crew show up, now they're all in black masks.
Of course.
When Billy and his crew show up, a huge gunfight goes off and a lot of cops die.
Yeah.
And
it's all her fault, yeah.
And I think eventually all of Billy's men die too, except for Billy.
Yeah, everybody else got gunned down.
Billy gets away, but in the process, her partner, chases after him and catches up to him. And when he pulls off the dude's mask, it's Billy. At which point, Billy Assassin's Creed's it.
Yeah, right.
And the little dagger comes out from his shirt. Mm-hmm. Or whatever, his jacket or whatever.
Yeah, he had right here, and then he got like right close to here. Then
he stabbed the dude a few times and slit his neck with it. Dude, it was gruesome. But
and he said now he's the prick now.
No, he didn't. He said now he's pretty.
Oh, now he's pretty. Oh, okay, they say he's the prick.
Because the dude keeps calling him a pretty boy.
Pretty boy, yeah.
So, he kills the guy. Madani runs up onto the body.
Didn't even run first. She just sat there, had a moment first, then ran.
I remember watching this originally and being like, I really need him to say Billy's name. Like,
She probably would have said it. She just stopped, stand there. Probably would have said it.
I was like, I needed him to be like, it's Billy.
But she was like, because of her, Madonna was like, and then had a moment. Then she decided to run. That took like 5-10 seconds. She could have ran and probably could have got that information. But she's more like, I don't know what to do. How about? I'm like, oh, you are something, character. Come on, lady.
So he dies.
Yeah, he dies. He dies immediately.
And then and that's the second episode, and it ends with her in the shower
or bathtub, yeah,
in the blood of her partner, and Billy being the one that could be cleaning her off. And I was just like, you dumb person.
Like, she is really the definition of a dumb character, of one of like dumb characters. Like, what does this do? Like, and the partner even said, please let this be done. And we know it was not going to be done with them two. That's crazy, man.
And you knew he was probably going to die if you really pay attention to story arc and how stories are written. The moment they had the little sit-down alcohol.
Yeah, it's a sit-down. And that's in anything. Anybody that talks about what would be like after or what I do.
And she even tells them, like, this isn't a place for people like you. Like, you have hopes and dreams. This is a job for people that are loners and aren't going to be with others. And
right, because he said he missed a date. That was, I think, last episode, I believe.
And from that moment, like, he's going to die.
You just didn't know when he was going to die.
That's just classic story writing.
Right. And it's kind of a cop-out if you think about it. I hate when they do story arcs like that. It's a good cop-out, but I hate that type of trope. Because it's like, well, what would be a nice place if we enjoy this festivities of these people and, I want to make a name for myself and da-da-da-da. And then they die next episode. It's like...
Right.
Like, we have not seen this for, like, this is, like, common trope. That and black person dies first in horror movies.
Right.
You knew he was going to go. I just thought...
White women trip in the woods.
White women in the shower. With their shower.
Or run upstairs.
Run upstairs. Or go straight to the basement. Or play the Ouija board.
I have a book somewhere called...
Which I need to get that book. I was talking about buying... Survival... It was like Survival Ways in a horror movie.
How to Survive a Horror Movie.
They said don't trust don't talk to... Or not don't trust... It said something about the police. Like, sometimes you should call the police or don't talk to the police because they could die too.
It's a goofy book.
I know it's goofy, but it makes sense though because it takes all the horror tropes that we've been seeing in every horror movie and put it in one book, man. So it makes sense. But it's good. It's good. I hope the next 2 episodes are good.
A good couple of episodes. Yeah. Next week we will also probably only cover 2 episodes, and then I think that the next I still don't even know how we're gonna do What If yet.
Because they pulled them all out.
Yeah, they just dumped them all out. So we may still jump back and forth.
Like next week, we probably should cover those next 2 episodes of What If, man.
But we'll see.
At least 2 episodes of it.
Well, we gotta see how long they are too. We may cover 3.
Usually about like 30 minutes, but then again, they could be different. But
if they're only 30 minutes, I would be okay with doing 5 because we just watched 2 hours here.
Yeah, then we can cover.
And that would be 2.5 hours, and then that's.
And it seems like it's only 8 episodes anyway.
7.
I thought it was 8.
7.
7. Damn. So if we do 5, we
could probably do 4.
Binge the whole thing, man.
We could probably do 4.
4. Okay.
And then
binge the whole thing then.
The next week,
just do the whole 3.
Do the last 3.
Cool.
And then the week after that,
let's go back to the Punisher.
But
no, it just makes sense to go to What If because that is unfortunately that is the next.
I know we've also got
thing we got to talk about.
Captain America coming.
Yeah, February 14th.
Is it February?
Yeah.
February's such a busy month.
Like literally, you might just say, if you haven't seen this, Happy New Year. When this comes out, Happy New Year.
This will be before New Year.
Before New Year, really? Let's put it like on the
No, it's supposed to come out Monday.
No, never mind. Shit. Well, happy prequel New Year.
I was late on the last video because usually I upload them as I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Oh, okay.
You rushed to leave for something.
Oh.
And then I think we had something we were trying to do real quick. So I ended up not uploading it. And then I was sitting here. It was 2 days ago, and I was like, I think it was Christmas Day, and I was sitting at my computer on Christmas, and I was like.
Yeah, because Monday I think
I haven't uploaded this.
You know what's funny? Because Monday I think I saw it on my phone when I was playing my PlayStation. I was like, oh, he just uploaded. I thought maybe it's like a scheduled.
You would have seen it Monday.
No, Monday. I knew us.
I didn't. I usually upload them on Monday. I didn't this week. That's what I'm saying. I was late this week.
Was it Thursday?
It was either Wednesday or Thursday.
Right, because I remember seeing something. I think notification.
I think I uploaded it Wednesday to come out on Thursday.
Okay. Because when I saw it, I said, oh, okay.
But no, I was just super late because since I didn't sit here and do it when we were done last time. Because it was like 2 hours, and I think me and Kat were going somewhere or picking Sophie up, or I think it was something like that.
Oh yeah, I know it was Christmas, and I know.
But yeah, so I don't remember exactly why. But
I think you should have time this time because no one really.
We're not doing anything.
Yeah, not doing anything, and it's. I mean, really, people don't celebrate New Year's. I mean, they do, but not like Christmas.
So what I'm going to do is after we're done recording here, I'm going to go ahead and do all the stuff I normally do and upload it and get it done, get it out the way. Mm-hmm. And then I'll probably be playing Black Ops until...
We'll play some Black Ops.
Probably about 7.
Yeah, because Black Ops. I'm going to play some Resident Evil until about 7.
Because at 7, AEW World's End pre-show comes on, and I'll be watching that today. So I'm super excited about World's End. It's going to be a good show.
I'm probably going to download Black Ops then. Yeah.
Play it. Yeah. You gotta make sure you have PlayStation Plus or you won't be able to play it online.
You're right. I'm sure I have that. Because that's the thing to play it.
Right. You don't have to have the expensive one either. The expensive one just gives you access to a bunch of free games.
Right, because not cheap, well, the other one is like, what, 40, 50 bucks? Is it 50? The lower one than that?
No, it's cheaper than that. So
really?
It depends. I pay for mine monthly. Mine's more expensive overall because I pay for mine monthly.
Okay. But
you can pay, I want to say it's like $60 or $70 for a full year of the cheaper one, or you can pay $100 for a full year of the cheaper one, or you can pay monthly. And if you pay monthly, it's like $10 a month. For the cheap, it's 15 or 20. I think it's 20.
Because since I have a lot of games that are now like online, a little bit, like a few that are online that I could probably get plus for.
But
probably doing that.
But yeah, so there's that. As a matter of fact, if you act soon, I think there's a free Sonic game in there somewhere.
There is. I know in a generation that was like one of the first games I ended up buying.
It probably was.
Right, was. Yeah, I bought that right off rip. Was the Sonic Generation one. Which I'm having fun with that like a lot actually.
Right. So.
But yeah, no, these 2 episodes are cool. Just Madani maybe that's probably right.
Madani's just infuriating. She's so
She
blind.
really is. And on times that she comes on, she makes me tired. When she comes on, it's just...
You're just like, oh, this woman.
Like, it is so sad. Your viewers was probably 3 people will probably be like, well, Madani, she's doing her best. And it's like, she really isn't. She really... No. That's what I said. And it's like on times her instinct kicks in and she can discover the gunfire and the blood of Frank Castle real quickly like that. And then next time she's like, oh, I've been bugged. Ah, well. Like, what? Whoopsies. Like, what? Man. But overall, I'm still enjoying the series, though.
Obviously. It's one of my favorite Disney Plus series. So
yeah, can't wait till we pull season 2, whenever we pull season 2.
I've never seen season 2.
Yeah, you never seen season 2. I've seen a few episodes of season 2. It's pretty cool. Like the first two or three episodes. It's not bad.
But
then
all right,
we gotta talk about What If. Yay!
Yay!
What If?
We'll see you next week. Excelsior.
We got What If.
And yeah, we'll talk to you guys then.
Yeah.
Peace.
Are you ready for What If?